We're here with Mr. Ranjit Shahani, the Vice Chairman and Managing Director of Novartis India. He's also the President of the OPPI, the Organization of Pharma Producers of India, which is India's largest pharmaceutical industry body. We're lucky to have him as an advisory board member of Center for Management. Ranjit, thank you for being with us here today.
Good to be here with you this afternoon, Akhil.
So, Ranjit, you are with us at the Ignite Industry Week of Center for Management, where you'll be sharing your thoughts on the pharmaceutical industry in India and the world, and of course how people can make a career out of that. But we'd like, of course, to get you to share this with the wider audience that we have outside. So maybe the first question would be, what are your thoughts of how the Indian pharmaceutical industry is today, and what are the prospects over the next 10 years, not just in India, but even internationally?
Pharma industry is a very important component of healthcare and life expectancy. And in India, the development of pharma industry goes back to the early 1970s, when the patent laws changed in the country. And this developed the national industry. And today, the national pharma industry is the pharmacy to the world. And the generic pharma industry in India is the largest. In fact, we normally compare China and India, whereas in India, the generic industry has really taken over way ahead of what's happening in China. The big challenge remains is access to medicine into the interior. Today, 1/3 of the population has access to modern medicine, but 2/3 who stay in the villages still are deprived of modern medication. So that not only remains a challenge, but an opportunity, and therefore an opportunity not only for industry, but for people who are making careers out of this industry.
Interesting. You've also had a fascinating growth yourself. Your family started off as refugees from Pakistan, and today you're one of the most respected people in the Indian pharma industry, if not the global pharma industry. Could you talk a bit about your journey and how did you get to where you are today?
Well, it's interesting. I didn't start my career in the pharma industry. I started in the chemical industry, but a fortuitous meeting with a leading pharma industrialist got me into the pharma industry when I joined Roche as the CEO of their pharmaceutical business. And then to Novartis, where I've spent 15 years. And this has been a very gratifying experience because we actually are what you say in the caring and curing business. I never say we're in the pharmaceutical business. We're in the caring and curing business. And if you go back 100 years ago, life expectancy was only 22 years. Then came clean drinking water, and life expectancy went to 44 years. And then came pharma industry, and life expectancy is 88 years. So that is a source of satisfaction to all of us who work in the industry, that we are contributing not only to life expectancy, but to good economic well-being of the people.
Interesting. And a lot of our students, a lot of management students in general, are looking at the pharmaceutical industry or the healthcare industry as a place to build their career. So, in your mind, what are the opportunities that they could look at? Where are the growth areas? What should they be looking at? And if you could advise them how they should grow their career in the pharma industry, how would they do it?
Pharma industry is an industry which will grow at double digit. There is an aging population. There are a large number of unmet medical needs. And therefore, a lot of research is being put in ensuring that there are solutions for these challenges. And therefore, students who are graduating today, either the MBA students or students of pharmacy, will have tremendous opportunities in this industry. If you are a technical person from the pharmacy side, then clearly you have a possibility of getting into quality, into research, into manufacturing. If you're an MBA, you have a tremendous opportunity in becoming a product manager, getting into marketing, and then into running the business. Because you may have the best product in the world, but if you don't market it well, it's just lying on the shelf. So on both sides, there are opportunities. And given the fact that this industry is a double-digit growth industry in India and is a large employer, there will always be opportunities for students who are either technically qualified or who have done their MBAs.
Interesting. At Center for Management, we actually pride ourselves on building up the attitudes and skills of our students along with the knowledge. So when you look at, of course, you're quite senior, but when you look at hiring people for Novartis. What are the things that you look for? What in your mind identifies a potential leader for your company?
Well, I think the first and the most important thing that we look at as an industry, we're very keen on the reputation. So the fundamental bedrock is good values, and you have to have an attitude of being very straightforward and honest in everything that you do. The second one is clearly execution, because you may have the best product, but if you don't get the strategy implemented on the ground right, it's no good. So we want people who have a passion to work hard, who have very strong in values, and that's the first thing that I look at. And clearly, you don't succeed by not working hard. Regardless of which industry you work, you have to work very hard.
Fascinating. Words of wisdom from Mr. Ranjit Shahani. Well, thank you for the time you've spent with us, and I'm sure that a lot of our students would benefit from your talk and, of course, our wider audience. Thank you very much for being with us.
Well, I look forward to meeting them.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.